Hi everybody, Lance here. I waited a couple of weeks to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it today. And that's everything going on in Missouri. Now, I'm going to make a disclaimer right now. I'm not playing the race card on this commentary. If you're looking for me to do that, go somewhere else, because I'm not the one. But I'm going to talk about a few things today. Number one, let's get something straight right now. It's going to come out in a court of law. No question about it. And I'm going to talk about that later in this video. Now, given everything that happened, I have a question. Why are people rioting? Now, do you have a right to protest? Absolutely. Do you have a right to do it peacefully? Absolutely. But destroying your own neighborhood, I got a problem with that. You know, Los Angeles 20 years ago proved that that doesn't work. Don't believe me? Look it up, because it's fact. Now, apparently, people from around the country are coming in and doing this. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but it's that part is one and the same. Why destroy it? And speaking of which, I got a big issue with the media in this situation. Now, as somebody in the media, I see exactly what's going on. And you know what? Every media outlet is guilty right now. Let me explain. The quest to be first with news has totally destroyed this. Why? Because there's so much bad information out there. Who is there to believe? I mean, where happened being right and not being first? And speaking of which, I'm seeing all these people go down there. I mean, Al Sharpton? Please. You know, the funny thing I found was when Nelly went down there, and a young person said that he basically screamed he's rich. Now, I know Nelly wants to help, but don't do it that way, man. You know better than that. You know, and this whole media thing, you turned into such a circus. You know, I don't see a fair trial happening. I mean, that's just me, because the way the media's done this. Now, another issue I want to get off my chest is this. You know, the police officer himself, and I'm not going to name his name, out of safety for the family. Now, I do have an issue with Anonymous. You know, Anon, you're such a mixed bag with me, and a lot of people are the same way. You do some really good things, but you do the dumbest stuff for personal gain. Now, when I saw that you planning on announcing that police officer's name, I was mad. And it has nothing to do with protecting police. It has everything to do with protecting that officer and that officer's family. Now, the good thing is when they first announced it originally, the chief of police came out and said that wasn't him, but they came out with another name anyway. Now, I'm going to say this, and this comes to a warning to you guys. If anything happens to that officer's family, you are responsible. And everybody else who supported Anon in doing that is also responsible. Because I got news for you. The Justice Department is not the Steubenville police that you shoved around and blackmailed. They will come after you for the fullest extent of the law. You know, and finally, in this commentary, I'm going to talk about people in society. Now, you're probably wondering why I got an image of Tommy Lee Jones in the graphic next to me. He said this, and he said, and I quote, "The person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals." Now, he said that back in 1997 in the movie Men in Black. Now, why am I quoting it from a movie from 17 years ago? Because it's absolutely accurate then, and it's accurate now. Because with all this rioting and all this quote-unquote street justice that people want, ask yourself this question. Do we really look like the Roman Empire? And I'm talking about, from their standpoint, bloodlust. And that's what we look like. And nobody's talking about that. And that's a narrative that needs to be talked about. So always remember, that is not the way to do it. Now, I know I'm rambling right now, but I wanted to get that off my chest. And always be careful and remember, fear the Roo. Why are my glasses so foggy?